Hey guys, how are you doing today? It's Faith, and I decided to do a part two to the video that I did earlier today because I noticed there was a lot of static in the background, and it was very windy, and a lot of what I was saying was missed. Even I missed it. So I wanted to do a follow-up. The video I did this morning was called "Why Do People Tell Lies?" and this video I am titling "Secrets and Lies." Which is a part two to the earlier video. So if you didn't really get a lot of what I was saying, hopefully you'll be able to understand what it is that I was trying to convey. If this is your first time checking in, welcome. Just by way of an introduction, I'm a 50-year-old woman and I started this weight loss journey just under a month ago. My goal is to get down to weight that respects my BMI and to be able to get off all the medications that I'm on. You know, a lot of my issues are weight related, and yeah, so that's my goal. I'm hoping to reach it maybe by next summer. I'm trying to do 2.5 pounds a week. I've met my goal. I went on the scale this morning, and I'm down 10 pounds within the last 3.5, 4 weeks. So I'm meeting my goal of 2.5 pounds a week. So what I wanted to talk about was secrets and lies. In my family of origin, there's a lot of secrets and lies. And I just don't understand if this is just something specific to my family. Does this go on in most families? Secrets and lies? Where people just turn a blind eye to blatant things that are going on. It could be abuse, mentally, physically, emotionally, and even sexual abuse. But those are stories for another day. And I promise I will touch on it. I'm just not ready to go there at this point. But what I wanted to talk about is truth. You know, I work in the criminal justice system as a probation officer, and my life is all about truth. I've been a truth teller since I was a little girl. And for that, being a truth teller, it made me vilified and it made me an outcast in my family. But I don't know what it is. I guess maybe God created me this way. I've just always been one to call out the BS and tell truth. So I always wanted to know, why do people lie? You know, people lie for different reasons. I know some of my clients may lie to get out of trouble. Could be because of their egos. They're not able to hold the good with the bad. You know, we all have good and bad within us, but it doesn't have to be extremes. It doesn't have to be one or the other. But it's just to recognize that we are imperfect human beings, and we sometimes make mistakes. But some people just blatantly lie because that is a part of their nature and it's a part of who they are. And maybe they've gotten away with it quite a bit, and maybe it benefits them. Maybe there is a payoff for lying. But I know in my world, I don't really like that. I have always told my children, you know, don't lie to me. Just come and tell me the truth, and I can work with the truth, and I will help you. I always tell my clients, don't lie to me. If you've done something or if you haven't done what it is that you were asked to do, come and tell me the truth, and I can work with you. You know, if and when we go to court, if it has to be adjudicated in the court of law, because I'm a probation officer and sometimes kids have to go back before the courts, you know, I will work with them and work with the prosecutor and try to put in a good word, especially if I've seen them make amends and try to do the right thing. But if they're just going to be all about lies and not accountability and taking responsibility, I can't work with that. So why do people lie? People lie for different reasons. Sometimes it's to protect themselves from prosecution. You know, the perpetrator doesn't want to go back before the court or go before the court to be held accountable and to speak to his or her crimes. And people lie for other different reasons. You know, they lie to protect somebody. They lie to protect their spouse, girlfriend, their child, enable them. You know, but how does that really turn out? Does it turn out really well? No, it doesn't. People lie because of their egos. They're not able to hold the good and the bad. Either they're all good or they're all bad. And sometimes people lie because they're embarrassed. Ooh, a bug. They lie because they're embarrassed. And I can't live like that. You know, I'm in the process of moving right now because I'm in a situation where I've been lied to, and my things were disappeared, let's say. I can't find them, you know, and I suspect that somebody within the home took it. But I can't really speak of it because I'm being told these are things made up in my mind. They're just allegations. Actually, I'm being told that I'm not really smart in that way, that I'm being influenced by other family. Even though I've seen things that I cannot unsee, I know things that I cannot unknow. And I've just seen certain behaviors that are just, I just can't comprehend it. I mean, listen, nobody's perfect. If you are a kleptomania, or if you have a problem taking people's property or things, or going into a Walmart or Costco and stealing, you need help for that. Because it's just a matter of time. You might be able to steal from family for a time and get away with it, but there will come a time where you're going to be bolden and, you're going to be feeling so bold, and you're going to go into a department store and you are going to steal, and you're going to be arrested. And maybe that's what the person needs. Maybe they need an arrest. But anyways, it's not for me to determine. I'm not going to play judge and jury. I don't really care. I'm kind of on my way out because I cannot tolerate certain types of behaviors. And I don't want to be around toxicity. One of the things I also talked about in terms of why people lie, for accountability reasons. I talked about in my last video earlier today that I went to school and I had bruises on me. And they were related to, me getting a whooping for, I don't know. I mean, I know we can discipline our kids, but do we really need to beat our kids so they can have bruises on them and, be hurt psychologically and emotionally? In my family, it was all about beatings, never about communication. I just don't understand. I mean, these people went to school, but geez, some people in my family are so backwards and so ignorant. Ignorant. Yes, I said ignorant. And I just don't understand it. It's like they never learn from generation to generation. They just keep repeating the same mistakes over and over. So in this particular case, the authorities were called in. I don't snitch. I was brought up in an environment where you're not supposed to tell secrets, lots of lies. We lie for people. And yeah, that typically was my upbringing. Secrets and lies. It doesn't matter what the crime was or what was perpetrated against you. You got to keep it a secret. We can't throw anybody under the bus. I'm sure some of you can resonate with what it is that I'm saying. But the authorities were called, and my birth giver had a meltdown. She's like, oh, why did you call the authorities on me? Why did you do this to me? What I did to you? People may be asking, why are you talking about this, Faithlyn? Why are you talking about it now? This happened 40 years ago. This happened 35 years ago. I'm talking about it because sometimes I'm triggered. And as much as my past is behind me and in the rearview mirror, sometimes triggers do come up, and sometimes I'm reminded of certain things, especially having had my own kids. I didn't beat my children. I communicated with my children. I reasoned with my children. And it doesn't mean that I spoiled my children. No, I'm a probation officer. I held my children accountable. Sometimes they're like, Mom, do you think we're your client? We're not your probation client. Okay, sometimes I had to remember that and take off my probation hat when I got home. But my mother, my birth giver, was so livid. She's like, why did you do this? I said, do what? I said, I didn't do anything. Why did you tell the authorities? Anyways, the moral of the story is the relationship is irreversibly broken because of the secrets and the lies. I cannot tolerate people who lie and cover up. Truth telling is an important aspect of life. We need to tell the truth, and we need to be truth tellers. I've told on myself. I got a speeding ticket one time and I didn't have to pay it because the officer had made a mistake on the ticket. And I knew that. And he kind of hinted at that because, Newmarket is a small town and everybody knows everybody. And I don't think he wrote it wrong on purpose, but I know there was a mistake, and I know I could have gone to court and fought it. But I didn't fight it. I paid the ticket. I lost like 2 demerit points, and it was like a $110 fine. And this affected my insurance. And another cop friend of mine said, oh my God, Faith, are you stupid? Why did you pay it? I said, I paid it because it was the right thing to do. They're like, what? I said, yep. I said my conscience was getting the best of me, and I just couldn't. The wind again, guys. I just couldn't allow that ticket to go unpaid. But in any event, people lie for different reasons. I'm a truth teller, and if you're a truth teller, stand in your truth, live your truth, and don't allow anybody to sway you at the end of the day, the truth will set you free. So for all those people out there in my family who've been offensive, who've done the wrong thing, I hope one day you can find it within yourself to tell the truth and to set your conscience free. You can try to go to church and pray it away, but it's good to make amends and it's good to tell the truth. So guys, I'm not going to belabor the point. If this has resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe. And that's pretty much it. So the next time, over the next few videos, I will give more updates about my weight loss and probably develop a meal plan and show you what it is that I'm eating on a daily basis. But like I indicated, I'm in the midst of moving right now from a very toxic environment, and I'm not able to be around that much to be able to do that. But I am choosing healthy choices when I do eat out. So guys, this is an unscripted video, impromptu, just a follow-up to the one that I did earlier today that you could barely hear. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.